Alright everybody, what I'm showing you now is a grouping of knives from the company Ontario. I love Ontario knives, I truly do. There is just so much out there for the consumer. I mean, if you're a cutlery lover, you will definitely find something from Ontario that pleases you, trust me. Alright, let's move on down and see what we're working with today. Alright, first off, the Rat Model 2. Now this is just a scaled down version of the Rat Model 1. This is in Oz 8 as well. It has the carbon fiber scales, it has a lanyard hole, it has 4 studs. This is a liner lock, smooth as butter, deploys like a boss. Factory age right there, fellas. This was a gift from the Steve Guerrero collection, and I love it. Thank you, Steve. Now this right here is my favorite folder from Ontario. The Rat Model 1. I just got my damn fingerprint on that thing. Hold on, guys. I hate fingerprints. Especially on a beautiful knife. Okay. Now, this comes from Timbo 437. And guys, he made the scales for this knife. And they are so freaking cool. Now, he give another one away in a giveaway. And me and that guy are the only 2 cats with one. And I wouldn't take a gold nut for this joker. Look at that beauty. Factory age. This thing is scary sharp. Smooth as butter. Deploys like a boss. I love this knife. The Ontario Rat Model 1. Alright, this is another Model 1 that I mirror polished. Now this folder I do use. I use it at work a lot. Oz 8. Super smooth. G10 scales. This has been cutting on the clock about 50 times. Still hair popping sharp. But not a factory age because I sharpen this one a lot actually. Alright, another cool Model 1 from the Steve Guerrero collection. This was another gift. Beautiful finish on this knife. I love the orange G10. That is really cool. Just a beautiful folder. And about the Model 1, I mean, just holding the knife like this just feels so right. It's just so right. This is a fabulous design. It truly is. This one will go down in the history books there. Another Model 1. This one's murdered out black. Beautiful Ontario. I love the black blade with that white silverish logo there. That is awesome. Factory edge. Deploys really good. These are Taiwanese made. But man, if you get a blade from Taiwan, you're getting a good knife. I mean, Taiwan don't bullshit around. Alright, that's my folders in the Ontario lineup. Alright, now we're going to go to fixed blades. The good old Rat Model 7. Or Rat 7. Factory edge. Knife has never been used. I have cut paper with it, and I have stropped it, and it'll bite the shit out of you. I love the micarta handles, but this winter I think I want to customize this with some new scales and a leather sheath. I really like this. I want to get the 9-inch version and the Ranger. But I do love this knife. I really do. I put it in a Voodoo Tactical sheath. Has a PVC plastic insert. It's a really cool sheath here. A lot of lashing points. The knife feels good and snug in there. Really awesome knife. And then hands down, one of my favorite Ontarios. I am so glad I got this knife. Me and Cowboy, actually, there were only 2 left, and they were sitting side by side on the shelf. We ordered them the same day from the same company, and we had no idea we'd done so till after it was done. And I think that's cool as hell. Ontario, USA. This is the stainless steel one. I believe Gruggs has one in 5160. I'd love to find one of those. And I think the one in 5160 actually had a better sheath than the stainless one. The stainless one come with that black sheath that's typical of most Ontario fixed blades. But this is a really sexy, nice knife. It really is. It feels really good in the hand. It's got a killer edge on it. Cleans up real nice. Never used it, but I've cut shit out of paper with it, and it'll do that like nobody's business. Alright, now we're looking at military blades that are actually issued blades. Blades that are used by our military. And I think that's awesome. I know a lot of people make copies of blades that are used by the military, but they're not issued blades. All of these that you see on the top row are issued blades, except for one. And in a sense, it's an issued blade as well. Alright, the first one is going to be the M9. Hands down, one of the ballsiest, toughest fixed blades on the planet. It is a bayonet fixed blade. It's the M9. It fits the M16 AR-15 rifle. It has the wire cutter feature. This is a awesome bayonet. It's built like a tank. There's your locking lugs right there. This was green until my buddy went over to the sandbox and he Kryloned it Coyote tan, and he brought it back to me. So this knife was used in the War on Terror, and it went from Stonewall, Mississippi to Iraq and back to Stonewall, Mississippi, and I love it. And no, he did not use it on anybody. He did tell me that he deployed it on the end of his gun in 2 different circumstances, but never had to go further than that with it. So, just a fabulous knife. They have a really nice sheath with them. That's high impact polymer. It come with a pouch that goes around right there that had a sharpening disc and a pouch for like a Altoids 10 or something to that effect. Now this right here, you take the whole of the blade, lock it into that, and that turns it into a wire cutter, bob wire cutter, several different things. You can actually I think manipulate that for a can opener, if I'm not mistaken. Really cool blade right there. Really cool. Love it. I've had that a long time. Now we are getting to the Navy issued, and a lot of frogmen use this knife. It's the MK3 from Ontario. The Mod 0. This is awesome. And if you think that little end right there won't cut your ass, brother, you are badly mistaken. Super high impact plastic. It's stamped United States Navy right there. Has the hammer pommel. This is a awesome fixed blade and one that will last a lifetime. I love this thing. Comes in the basic high impact sheath. There you go, MK3 United States Navy Mod 0. No frills, just get her done. And it has the wire hook for the standard issue belt, 2-inch wide web belt. All right, so let's see, we've got the Army, we've got the Navy. Now we're going to go to Ontario's Air Force. And this right here is March of 2011. The Pilot Survival Knife. Factory edge, never been used. Just a beautiful piece of cutlery. I love this thing. There's a couple of lashing points there. There's the bolt-on pommel, which has been peened. I love this thing. I actually had 2 of these, and I give one to Carl Ruger. Carl wanted one for his collection, and I had a spare one, so I actually have 2 of these now. The other one is from '93, I believe, but I wanted to give Carl one. I really like Carl, and he wanted one for his collection, and I thought every collection should have one. So Carl, I hope you're enjoying it. And that's the Air Force. And then Marine Corps, model 498, I believe. U.S. Ontario. This is a K-bar type Ontario. It's made in the World War II facet. You have leather all the way to the pommel and all the way to the guard. No plastic spacers whatsoever. Pinned and pinged. Now guys, I didn't put this edge on here, and I gotta say though, whoever did, they got that joker sharp. This is another one. Same way, stacked leather from guard to pommel, pinned and pinged. Really nice edge on it. This one was took care of. Really love this knife. And then we have a oldie but a goodie, the Spec Ops M7. This is a army dagger. Said somewhere down the road somebody had blued the blade. That's a typical M3 blade. And this one here looks like it's been from World War I all the way to damn World War I all the way to present day. Been in every war. This sucker here has had some use, but it has the death pommel on the end, the spike pommel. Very solid knife. Still has a killer edge on it. This is a awesome knife, and these are pretty hard to find now. If you find one and say it's under 60, 75 bucks, probably be a good investment, especially if it's in good shape, you know. I really like those. I have no idea how old this one is. I've had it for probably 5 years, but it's just a good. I wish I had the original sheath. I'm gonna see if Ontario offers the sheath for this, because I'd love to buy an original sheath. This thing is really cool. The Spec Plus M7, Ontario, USA. Alright guys, that is every bit of my Ontario knife collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's not forget our veterans. 22 a day take their own life in the United States. Whatever we do, let's do not forget about the Americans that are still trapped behind enemy lines in Afghanistan. The media wants us to forget about it, fellas. They want us to forget about it. We cannot let this die. We have to keep the momentum up. All right, everybody, this is Donovan from Mississippi. Y'all have a good one and tell me what you think.